I've got a question, and it's relating to Article 4, the financing.
Yes, sir.
I'm acutely sensitive to costs. You know, having been at the sharp end, we've never enough money to go around and do everything we all want to do. You referred to a high-powered attorney that's been helping us. Has that been equally funded by the city, the county, and Hanover?
She's just working on contingency right now, Bernie, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, okay? If this doesn't pass, there is no way I would ever ask a taxpayer to deal with this. I will take care of this.
What do you mean working on contingency?
Because she's doing this just right now. She's just doing it for me, okay? She's just taking care of business for me. She's taking care of this. She hasn't charged me a thing.
There's been no discussion with anybody about how much it's going to cost?
She told me, I asked her for a bill, and she said, we're working on contingency. She said, I like what you've got started, and that's what we're doing.
What do you mean by contingency?
This is the same, oh, I'm sorry. Ice Miller has done some work for the city, county, and so it's sort of like, I understood it as it was sort of like a courtesy.
She hopes that this flies, Bernie, and she's hoped that she's part of this in the future. And so she's willing to put up and do this work right now for future endeavors on
for nothing?
Road. Yes, sir. That's
nobody's committed to paying her anything?
No, sir. Not one iota penny.
That's pretty awesome. Courtesy, right?
That's where we're at right now.
You guys have used Ice Miller, I know, at the county. And Pete, and I checked with you, because there was another name that was put on the table, Barnes and Thornburg. And I think Ice Miller was the one that was endorsed by virtue of evidence. Each of the governing entities had used Ice Miller.
That's the reason we went that direction.
And then when I was told to contact them and talked with Donna, they actually did a ethics and conflict of interest clearance.
They checked to make sure they didn't have anything going on within the county.
Any of the governing entities.
So nobody's paid any money off?
No, sir.
To pay any money?
No, sir.
They won't come back and tell you owe them X thousand?
I'm not expecting that, but it will never, I can tell you this, Bernie, that it will never touch any taxpayer dollars on this if this doesn't pass.
What do you mean by that? That it might?
That's what I'm saying, that I will take care of this myself.
As an individual?
As an individual, sir, I will do that, okay? Because I was elected to certain people of this community, okay? And when I ran, I said I didn't even want paid, but I had to take that stipend, okay? All right, and I give it to different things, and that's what I do with it. I give it back to the community. When I coached basketball, Bernie, I didn't put that money in the bank. I took my boys out to eat. I did things with them, okay? And there is no way that when I got involved in this from day one, would I come back and ask for something that wasn't approved for all the taxpayers.
It could be expensive.
It could be. That's why I get up and go to work every day, though. You know that? That's why I've worked my whole life. And that's why other people in Jefferson County would like to have the opportunity to work so that they can do things like that. And that's what we're trying to do for them.
I've never been around an attorney that's not expensive, let me put it like that. I mean,
attorneys I agree with you, sir. I agree with you.
You know, they're on the trial lawyer then, Mary.
Yeah.
I agree with you, okay? I agree with you.
Are you worried that you think it's wrong that?
Well, I was just trying to clarify in my own mind, you know, we're struggling for money, and where was the money to pay this high-powered lawyer?
Didn't ask for anybody, didn't look for any money.
I was really asking, is it shared amongst the three entities? I mean,
No,
you know, it's the thing is, whoever pays really controls it. I guess that's where I'm coming from. So
really?
if, for instance, if Bernie Murphy was paying, just an example, then I would expect to have some control over it. I would expect it.
And we hear that same issue in the community about the Industry 8 controlling their plan because they pay for it. Yeah, so that's a legitimate concern.
Yeah.
But I think I think that there has to be some credit given, and I was impressed with this, with Ice Miller saying, no, wait, we can't really do anything till we look through conflict of interest and the ethics issues. And the fact that I was really nervous about the whole thing, because I kind of felt like you. You know, whoever pays controls it and can say whatever they want it to be. And so
Our
You
job
ha-
is done, Bernie, when we get this put through.
Yeah.
And then everybody else will put new representatives on this.
The
Okay?
city, the county, and the
We walk
commissioners,
away.
they're already existing customers.
We walk away.
That's what she's saying. You're already existing customers of mine. I don't know if she means that we'll do it as a courtesy because you've all used us before, or if it's that this is a great opportunity for me to expand, or Ice Miller to expand our reach into your region. I don't know, but I do know that they did their ethics and conduct guidelines and cleared all of that before they ever agreed.
I'm sure SEC want to know though if they were going to charge me or not. I mean, if they're definitely not going to charge, that's one situation.
Have you gotten the bill?
I have not gotten a bill and I asked her for one. Okay?
And how many times has she said she's just doing it on contingency and
That
she's...
question's
2
been
times
answered.
she's told me, Bernie.
That question's been answered 3 times.
If you'd have got a bill like
Yes,
I'm
sir.
asking, you were going to pay it personally.
I would have
Got
paid
a
it
bill.
personally.
Listen,
You get a
Larry,
bill.
may I have
Yes,
the
sir.
floor for a second?
You can have the full
That
bill.
question's been answered 3 times. Can we move on, please?
Yeah, but I'm good with it, okay? And I'll take it one step further, and not to be sarcastic. If that comes that day, if you want to be there the day to witness me write that check, I'll be more than happy for you to be. That's how much I'll take this to you, okay?
And personally, I'm willing to help him pay it out of my own pocket.
You won't be alone now. You
Because
won't be
I-
alone.
You know,
And I'm not looking or asking for anything here, people, and I'm glad he brought it up, okay? But,
Question's been answered.
you
Bernie,
know,
The point is whoever pays has power. That's the point.
And we're glad you pointed, or at least I'm very glad that you pointed that out, that who pays has the power.
Are you
I appreciate
referencing
that.
the industry plan?
Yes, well, in anything he's relating to, who pays has the power. And that apparently has been an issue for years in this county, in my opinion, as a lifelong resident of this community.
see, that's why Hanover wanted to be a part of this and have an interlocal agreement, because I've always felt
This
like
is
we've been shoved out there. Bernie, you and I had this talk at the Hanover Town Council meeting, you know, with the mayor there. We had this conversation, and the mayor could not sit there and tell me that Hanover was going to be a part of it. You know, there was not going to be an interlocal agreement, and I have always wanted an interlocal agreement. And if it costs me $1,000 to help him pay Ice Miller, I will write that check. I work 2 jobs. You know, I love to work, and I will continue to work to help pay for this. But when this is done, and hopefully all of the councils will sit down and work together and sign this, I'm going to let one of the other council members from Hanover be on this. I'm not going to be this, you know.
the 3 of us, we have stated this from day one.
Yeah.
We're doing this, and once this is done, then it's up to the rest of the council and to the rest of the city council and county council and the commissioners and everybody to put this together and go. We've done our part. This is what we were asked to do, okay? And that's what we have worked diligently to do, okay? And, you know, at the end of the day, I think the payment thing is really a non-issue.
Well, I'd hate to see you
It's a
lose a lot of money personally for doing what
Well, I think you're quite a business
I'll be
person,
all right.
and I'm sure you can
I'll be
handle
all
the
right.
decision.
I'll be all right, okay? The sun will come up tomorrow at my house, I promise
Yeah.
you.